What is going on YouTube? Dad with a bike, and today we are going to do a long-term review. Well, not really long-term. Let's call it long mileage review on the Indian Syndicate Seat. This will be a good one, I promise you. So stick around. Alrighty everybody, thanks for sticking around, and if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe, help me grow the channel. What are you waiting for? It's free. Clicky. Now, a handful of videos ago, I did an initial unboxing and a quick first review, first impressions of the Indian Syndicate Seat for my Indian Scout Bobber. I'll throw a card up here if you want to go watch it later. And in that video, I talk about why I had to get a new seat, the challenges of finding a seat. And Indian had the Indian Syndicate Seat available, so I ordered it. It was $400, which is comparable to like Saddlemen 2-ups and other things, cheaper than a Corbin. And I said that I was going to come back and tell you all how I felt after putting some miles on. Well, here we are after about 1,500 miles on the Indian Syndicate Seat of mixed riding. That means some urban, some long distance stuff. And I'm here to tell Indian motorcycles, you sons of bitches, you did it. Hell yeah. Badass seat. So first and foremost, this seat is competitive in pricing. When you take this seat and you compare it to like the Saddlemen Step Up, or you know, the Corbin Brave, which is another 2-up seat, because the Indian Syndicate Seat is a 2-up seat, it comes in cheaper than the Saddlemen Step Up. Now don't get me wrong, I love the Saddlemen that I had. I had the LS Solo seat. I've never had a step up. But the one thing that is the big difference between this seat, the Indian Syndicate, and the Saddlemen seat that I owned is the Saddlemen seat took a really long time for me to break it in. I probably had it a little over a month, put a lot of miles on it, and that's really what it took in order to really break the seat in and make it comfortable for a longer ride. Well, I'm pretty certain that that would probably be true or be the same for the step-up seat from Saddlemen. So whether it's the Saddlemen Solo or the step-up seat, pretty certain that the break-in time is kind of required. And then when I compare this to my Jared Mees, because I had a Mustang Jared Mees seat, which it was a 2-up seat, but you really couldn't carry a second passenger on it. But it was very comfortable, and I would say that this seat, comfort-wise, is comparable to that Mustang Jared Mees seat. So both of these seats, the Indian Syndicate and the Mustang Jared Mees seat, are equally comfortable. And with the Mustang Jared Mees seat, I didn't have to break it in either. Now this Indian Syndicate seat does not require me to break it in. The day I put it on and sat on it, it was comfortable, and it is crazy comfortable today. Even after I've sat on it and did a 500-mile ride, it was crazy. I was not fatigued, I was not tired, and even on my other seats, my Saddlemen and my Mustang, after a long ride, still a little tired. I mean, I would have to get up, stretch my butt, whatever. I ain't got to do that with the Indian Syndicate seat. It's crazy. So I don't know what kind of magical unicorn fairy dust that Indian sprinkled on this seat, but it is pretty badass. So in addition to it being ridiculously comfortable, I get a lot of comments on this seat, whether people see it in pictures or people see it on the road or when I'm parked somewhere. I get a lot of comments on the seat. Oh, dude, that's a nice seat. And I would concur. I think Indian did a really good job with the design of this seat. Now, I'm not 100% sure why Indian just didn't throw this on the Indian Scout Bobber. Actually, I take that back. I know why, because they want to make money on accessories, blah, 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 blah. Same crap any motorcycle company wants to do. They want to make money on aftermarket and accessories. And the seat itself has withstood some pretty good tests. I've had luggage on the back seat or on the passenger pillion, ridden it through some rain, all kinds of weather, and it's not made me feel in any way, shape, or form that it's going to fade or have any kind of failures or tears or whatever. It's standing up pretty damn good. A good job on the quality of the seat, Indian. Good job. Now, when I initially reviewed the seat, the way that it steps up in the back, I had highlighted and said that that's probably not really for lumbar support. It's probably more for keeping you from flying to the back when you grab a handful of throttle. And it's true, it does keep me from flying to the back, but it actually provides, I think, some additional comfort. I've noticed a massive increase in comfort with that step up, the way that they do it, because it kind of curves up and it fits and like cups my butt quite nicely. And because of that, it truly is like I'm sitting on a cloud. I mean, it's crazy comfortable. Now, after a long time of riding in the seat, there's a slight discomfort that I get, but it's nothing bad. And I only get it after I've been riding for a really long time. and that's kind of up at the top where it touches in and around my giblets. There's a little bit of discomfort there. It's not numbness or anything like that from other seats that I've had in the past. And like I said, I only noticed that after doing like several hundred miles, like a 500-mile trip. And that's really it from the discomfort side of things. The seat itself is wide where it needs to be wide, and it's thin where it needs to be thin. Very well designed. I can't say that enough. I think the seat is very well designed. I would have to say, for the Indian Sky Bobber, if you're looking for like that most comfortable seat, I think this is the one. So would I recommend you buying this seat? Hell to the yeah. As a matter of fact, I would recommend this be the seat that you buy, regardless of any others. I think Indian nailed this one on the head. It is a badass seat. Super awesome. Can't say enough good things about it. And like I said, I've put some miles on it. We're sitting at 1,500 miles, give or take, a little bit more now. And usually that's about how long it takes for you to tell whether or not a seat's going to be super awesome or if it's going to suck. And this seat is super awesome. That's it. We're going to wrap it up. I hope you all found this helpful. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you have the Indian Syndicate seat, go ahead and throw a comment and shout out how amazing this seat is, because I guarantee you're not going to find anybody that says, that seat sucks, it's not comfortable. I guarantee that is not going to happen. And with that, I'll leave you all. Do me a favor, if you stuck around to the end of this video, go snag one of these other videos. Keep on watching my channel. Help me grow it. And we'll see you all when we see you. Love you guys. Y'all be safe. Peace.